Duel, guys. This is Steven Spielberg's first feature film.
Sure is.
And it's really good. Let me tell you the plot. It's from 1971. Let me tell you the plot. A business commuter is pursued and terrorized by the malevolent driver of a massive tractor trailer, semi-truck. What do you guys think about this movie? What did you think?
At first, I said if it stays like this, I might get motion sickness.
Oh, you're talking about the camera angles
like
and stuff?
Yeah, the beginning and the credits were all from like the inside of his car.
The first 5 minutes was cool. I thought that first shot where it was like very innovative for the time. You got to think this came out in 71.
Yeah, but being inside that car, I was like, if it's like this the whole movie, I might throw up.
Oh, I know, because you get motion sickness from stuff.
Yeah, I like the opening.
But yeah, I like that.
It was good because it didn't last long enough to like bother me.
Yeah, right off rip, like Spielberg is impressing already.
Well, yeah,
like,
you can tell.
Yeah, and I read that camera was like 6 inches off the front of the car, so it's like risky, you know. But simple story, right?
I said, so this is what road rage was like before everybody was willing to stab or shoot people with a quickness.
Yeah, and before everyone had a cell phone, so it's a product of its time or whatever, you know. So it wouldn't happen today because you could just call the police and that's that. And I was wondering that before he like called the police on the phone booth. I'm like, why isn't he pulling over and calling? And then it happened, and I'm like, all right. And then he ran over the phone booth. But yeah, simple story, great execution. A Star is Born in Steven Spielberg. You know.
I don't know if I trust any pill from a waitress at a diner.
Yeah, when he gave him the Tylenol.
Like, yeah, you got any headache medicine? And she's like, yeah, and just gave it to him.
I thought it was
crazy.
I thought it was funny when she said, anything else you need? And then she walked away, and he goes, some ketchup would have been nice.
I love when he first crashed by the diner, and that old dude ran out there and was like, "You think you get whiplash, John, whiplash," and he's like, grabbing his neck. You did it like 4 times. You think you get whiplash on your neck? He's like, "Oh, all right."
Then what did he say?
Because then another guy goes, "Is he okay?" He says, "Probably got whiplash."
No, he removed his hand. He's like, I'm good.
Yeah.
That was funny. But man tries to outrun a crazed semi-truck driver. I thought it was very cinematic. I thought there were a lot of cool shots throughout. Like, Spielberg's just a master of even then, 55 years ago, he's a master of just shots and just visual language. He's just a master.
The guy was really going through an existential crisis at his table at the diner.
He was
just really going through it. Like before that, even.
He was.
He's like looking around. He's panicking. He's freaking out, and then he attacks the other guys.
I felt bad for him. The guy that he attacked.
Honestly, I was like, at some point, I was like, this might be in his head. Like he might just be being paranoid. And then
that's true.
Then when that guy starts wrecking those animal cages.
Oh yeah, the snake. Yeah, I felt bad.
Because honestly, up until that point, I was kind of rooting for the truck driver.
I felt bad.
And I was like, Spielberg's goated. He had me rooting for a bloodthirsty shark and a semi-truck driver.
Well, he was for a second, then he helped that bus, and I was like, this guy's actually a good guy.
Yeah, no. The thing with the bus, I'm like, now he's playing politics. Yeah. He's like the good guy now, like good Samaritan.
Well, then he was chasing the semi on foot.
Yeah, no.
He was chasing the semi on foot multiple times.
That was a maniac move, yeah.
That truck driver's just the biggest puss in the world. He wouldn't get out of his truck.
I think he was just having fun.
I get that, but like, it was the most anything's ever escalated in the history of movies.
It really is.
All he did was pass him twice, and the guy was like, "No, you're dead."
I thought the truck was really brought to life, though. You know, like a lot of cool shots that showed. I read that there were many like choices for the truck, but he chose that one because the grill resembled a face, the grill and the headlights. That's why he chose that, and he wanted it to be like a character.
It's very Jeepers Creepers-y when he's behind him honking, revving up.
Yep,
souped up crazy truck.
That one shot was cool when like it's at the near the very beginning when it rounds the corner and it first kind of is on him, or no, it was I think when he's leaving the gas station and it rounds the corner and it like
it's like a bull standing far away,
very
like,
intimidating,
ready to charge.
Yeah,
you're wrapping me up here, dude.
But it's a classic minimalist road rage thriller. And I mean, today it's been overdone, but this was 55 years ago. It was fresh at the time, you know?
Right.
It was a fresh idea.
Why did that lady have all those snakes and spiders and a coyote tied up to a snake cage?
That lady was a weirdo.
I like the coyote.
I'm gonna be honest. I felt bad for the lady. Like her life is ruined. He ruined her life.
Yeah. I said they were driving like us playing Twisted Metal Black.
I know.
Yeah, before we saw the snakes, I wrote down the line that she said, like, stop by and see my snakes if you got time. I was like, what? It's an
Yeah.
insane line.
And what did he say? He said odd place for a talk box. But it's basically Jaws on the road, right?
Ow!
Z, stop, man.
Come here.
I mean, I guess you could look at it that way.
Yeah.
Or Jaws is like that.
Except for he could have just drove the other way back home, and he didn't do that.
I think that truck driver would have followed him, though, you know?
But he was already, like, past them the other way. He could have just turned around
Yeah,
and left.
100%.
Multiple
He
times.
could have done so many things. At the diner,
He really could have.
why didn't he just go slash his fucking tires? And then you could get so far away.
He really could have done a lot of stuff, but I get it. It's a movie. Whatever.
He did make some funny sounds, though, throughout the movie. He's like,
He did.
That was an
He
epic.
did squeal.
That was like an epic crash at the end for like a beginning director.
Man, I will get to that, but I was gonna say that ending shot was so sick when it goes down off the cliff. But yeah, we'll get to that in a second. But what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, remember when he first like evaded him and got around him? He went up that road and then he was like, he's laughing. He's like, he's like so excited. And
Before
then
anything bad happened, that was one of my favorite lines. He's like, "My God, Jesus, come on, you miserable fathead!
yeah, I called him a fathead. That was
You
great.
get that fat ass truck out of my way."
yeah. I thought the narration.
Maybe that guy could just hear him, and that's why he was upset. He called him a fathead.
right?
That's true.
Maybe.
That
It
would
was
do
a
it.
sick burn.
Maybe. I thought the narration was a weird tool to use, but
I feel like it was just of the time. Like they loved that then.
you're right. They did.
But
I don't know if it was necessary,
Right.
but
No.
you know, it I don't know what it added, but it's okay. But like you said, that crash at the end, man, that was sick looking. Like it was like perfectly shot. You know what I'm saying? Like it was like captured so
I just love when
perfect.
they used to blow up shit for real.
Yeah, he said I read that he said instead they were talking about having it blow up, but he said instead of having it blow up, that would have been like a quick death. He wanted like a slow. You wanted because this truck deserved a slow death, and that's what he said. And they used that Tyrannosaurus sound effect. You remember in Jaws when the shark died? It's like some Tyrannosaurus growl or whatever. They used the same one in this, and I thought the death was similar to the shark in Jaws. Actually, I thought instead of the shark sinking, it's just a truck.
A lot of reaches. A lot of
No,
reaches.
it was shot the same way in slow motion.
Yeah.
It was shot the same way. I think this was just him honing his craft for Jaws, like preparing. This was like a
Could have been.
prep film for Jaws, basically. But yeah, and I did read that Spielberg. He there was like 6 cameras going during the final, like when the truck's falling, and he said that one cameraman he said deserves a medal. He's like that was like so perfect. He said it's so perfect. He said
Yeah, because you got to get that.
yeah,
obviously,
and it was
that
just
shot,
so perfect.
Yeah, like
yeah.
you're not going to be able to do that a bunch
I was
of
just
times.
watching and it was just so crisp and like just like the
Crisp.
perfect it was
Crisp.
It was the perfect framing.
You know where I got the movie from?
Huh.
The library.
Did you? I don't remember where I got it from. I think I just had it, or I don't know where it came from, but yeah.
That's weird.
I watched it illegally.
Nice.
But yeah, that shot, chef's kiss shot. Yeah, but this is a gritty movie, right? Gritty and raw. It's not like Spielberg. This screams more George Miller to me than Spielberg. But
Well, yeah, he hadn't gotten his own craft yet.
true. And since then, he's made countless classics. But you know what?
Name them. No, I'm
You're right. I was going down the list of Spielberg movies. Like,
Oh, it's crazy.
They rank like I think he's made like 37 or something like that. They rank them all on this website, and there's like half of them I haven't even seen. I swear to God, I thought I'd seen more than that. It's like half I haven't seen. It's crazy. But
I don't know if we'll get like a legit ranking from you on Spielberg, because you got like rock hard boneyard for Spielberg. So like anything he does, you're gonna rank him like 2 more stars,
he's the goat.
which is understandable. I just pictured like after like an hour of it, it got like real slapsticky for me, and I just started laughing because like when the truck came around the corner again, I was like, he's gonna go through like a drive-through, and the truck's gonna be in the window like serving him fries or something. Like at this point, it's getting ridiculous.
accused.
Yeah, it's like, this is ridiculous.
Remember when he's running through the woods and it peeks around the tree,
Exactly.
the truck? No, you know what I thought was interesting though is Spielberg always makes, I think, movies that are like kind of like.
Here it comes.
No, hear me out here. They could have went with a much darker tone with this movie, except when you look at it, it's visually it's all just sunny and beautiful. I mean, aesthetically, you know what I'm saying. Whereas he could have made it nighttime and a lot of stuff, rainy. He could have went a much darker route, but I think, no pun intended. But I think he went
think the
with
fun
like he went with like a more of a this is for everyone. This is a bigger blockbuster, fun type of movie.
I feel like that
think
might have been a choice because it would be harder to make look as good.
Yeah.
that and I don't think he wanted to do horror. He just wanted to do a thriller. It's more.
Well, I don't know if you could really see the truck at all if it was
Yeah.
dark all the time. You wouldn't be able to see the details.
You're right. You're right. That's. I mean,
Like the pollution.
Well,
coming out.
especially then. Like now,
now you can. Yeah.
Yeah, they can
Back
fix it
then.
Post.
But yeah, really intense, thrilling road rage, cat and mouse thriller. I would recommend it to all Spielberg fans. Really good. I enjoyed it a lot. I think it was just very well made.
Ben won't like this, but I said Duel walked so that the Hitcher could fly.
There you go.
I prefer this over the Hitcher.
Or
I know you do.
Joyride, or
But yeah, I know you don't like the old Hitcher, and it's so good to me.
I must have to rewatch it, but when I first watched it, I didn't. It's not like I dislike it. It's just
I understand him being a psycho, obviously, but Joyride had more of like a motive when they messed with him,
yeah.
and this dude had no. What is he doing the rest of his life? Someone passed him
Oh, yeah.
before, and he never snapped. So
Yeah,
like,
no-
why was this the one that
That is a good question.
like he
Why-
had zero motive?
That is a good question. I mean, you know, this is based on a short story, right? I didn't read the short stories, but
Maybe
Or short
there's
story,
a
but-
director's cut.
but that is a great question. What is the motive of? I guess
I
you
get
could-
messing with him a little bit, but trying to kill him at some point, you're like, okay, what did he do to you? Like, he passed you.
yeah.
That's all he did.
Called him a fat
And
head.
he took up his whole day.
He called
and,
him a
like,
fat head.
He did call him a fat head.
and he died because
And assaulted assaulted the wrong guy in the diner.
It's like, come on now.
he literally died because he was.
I thought there would be some more motive, like any kind of motive. Like he might have flipped him off or something. I could even see that, but he didn't do that.
There was nothing, was there?
Zero.
He just went around him.
And then that guy passed him again, and then he passed him
That
again.
guy was just having a bad day, I think.
Maybe it's just an unreliable narrator. We need to see the
a bad day,
semi's point of view.
We've all had crappy days.
I suppose.
I mean, I've wanted to kill people with my car. so
Right.
Never for passing me though.
It
It's
is-
never done it.
I guess you could put.
I might say I hope you flip your car.
I guess
to
you could
people
hold
all the
that
time.
against it that there was no motive for the killer.
I mean,
But-
you could say he's a psychopath. I get that.
Yeah,
but also like he drives a semi for a living, clearly,
But
and he's been passed many times.
here's the thing. I read that they didn't put gas in the truck so that because he's colliding with stuff the whole time, and then also it could be on its way to the junkyard. So I don't know what that tells you.
Okay,
but
I was wondering where you're going with that.
Yeah.
I was like, there has to be a finish to this.
the guy is not actually working. He's not a working truck driver. He's just a maniac with a truck that's on its way to the junkyard.
That's sick.
You know what I'm
That is
saying?
that cooler. That's cool.
Yeah. So I read that. That's
He's just a junkyard dog.
yeah. But anyway, what do you guys want to get to ratings, or you got anything else you want to add on this?
I don't know.
What do you guys think about his wife and kids? His wife seemed pretty about talking about almost raping her. At
Yeah, it
the
was,
party.
a, little, it was an odd mix. Yeah.
Like, what
I don't. And it never went back to it either. It was just like, let's drop this big conversation over
Yeah.
a quick phone call.
Right in front of the kids.
And then
right.
I almost got raped at the party, John. Like, okay.
What do you want me to challenge him to a fist fight?
yeah,
He's got enough stress
I
going
mean,
on.
probably. I mean, she probably does want you to challenge him to a fight if he's grab assing her at a party.
You know what? I'm not coming home.
He didn't. He kept following the truck
no,
driver.
he did. I just like
You
how
know, I could turn around and just go home, but F it.
I loved at the end how excited he was. Like a terrible situation. His car's destroyed, but he's so excited. He's like, yeah. he's out of it. He's out of the situation. But yeah. All right, let's get to ratings, guys. I gave it an 8 myself.
I gave it a 5.
A 5.
Is that not okay?
Man.
I was just, by the end, I was kind of just annoyed. He didn't go the other way or what this guy was doing. And I was like, it just got slapsticky for me. I'm like,
Okay.
when he was helping the bus and it came back around the corner, I fully
You thought it
wrongfully
was too
accused.
much?
I was like, this is just ridiculous now.
I didn't think it was funny, but I was like, he's playing politics, this guy.
7.5.
Okay. And do you guys think recommendation, watch it whenever, watch it ASAP, or skip it? I say whenever.
Yeah, so watch it
Whatever's
whenever.
good.
Especially if you're a fan of Spielberg and you haven't seen it, why not?
His first feature film, he's honing his craft. I mean, a lot of great shots here.
What didn't he make something before that,
Just
but it
all
just
over his
didn't get
nuts.
like a release,
He made
or was it like a TV?
it was
something?
an episode of
I knew he made
Matlock
something.
or something like
I
that.
knew he made something.
One of
before
those
that.
shows, yeah. That's who he had to pitch it to. He had to show him an unreleased episode he shot of it was like Matlock or some bullcrap. But yeah, that's our review for Duel, guys. That's a good movie. Check it out. Spielberg's first feature. Yeah, but that's it, guys, and we'll see you on the next.
I feel like Joe just hates
review.
movies.
Yeah, all right.
How?
And thank you guys for watching, and yeah, we appreciate you. Yeah, subscribe,
Joe's
like
in a
all that.
patch.